Live here at the stage, the sounds of Ramona Martinez and Brooks Hefner doing Something That's Gotta Get a Hold of Me. And you can catch these two at the Southern here in Charlottesville this Friday night, along with Margot Silker and Sophie Galt. Well, welcome to the stage here at WTJU.
Thank you so much, Peter. We're so excited to be here, especially as a duo. I really love playing with Brooks. For those of you who may not be able to see, he's playing the pedal steel, which is known as the cry machine. That's what we like to call it anyway. So.
Well, if I played it, it's definitely the cry machine. The way he's playing it, it's got a big smile on my face. So. Well, let's talk about, first of all, how the two of you started playing together.
Well, actually last year in October, I had my first solo show of this material that I've been writing in a frenzy for about a year. And Brooks was there. And he reached out and said, hey, if you ever want to start a band and need a pedal steel player, you let me know. And it's not every day that you have pedal steel players reaching out and volunteering. It's actually a pretty difficult instrument to find somebody who plays. So, yeah, very lucky.
Yeah, it was a terrific show in October, and Ramona was kind of mobbed after the show by friends and, fans. And so I was like, I think I'm just going to wait and send a message later, which is what I did. And then we started playing together in like February or March, maybe?
March.
Yeah, so.
And then, the full band came together around the same time, and we've been gigging as a 5-piece, but also playing as a 2-piece, which works really great. Got this, Gillian Welch, David Rawlings thing, not at all, but we like to pretend.
Something
maybe.
like that.
I know you talk about the band, that's Ramona and the Holy Smokes.
Yes.
And I heard tell that Ramona and the Holy Smokes will be playing at Dirty Nelly's.
We are so excited. That's going to be Saturday, September 24th. Start hydrating today. It's going to be an absolute mob scene, probably, 7 to 10 p.m. But we're so excited. It's like the perfect venue for the kind of music we're playing. Got the neon sign behind us.
Yeah.
Plenty of beer. Anyway, definitely everyone should come. Dirty Nelly, September 24th. It's Saturday.
And more details on that, just keep it tuned to WTJU, because Ramona is getting that website built by one of her loyal fans who's offered services. So keep waiting. Now, what will the website be? Do we know yet?
Well, it's going to be a calendar of shows. We're going to hopefully record an EP this wintertime, so it'll have those tracks up eventually, probably sometime in the spring. Some bios, some pics.
But more importantly, what's the website? Actually, what's the
domain? URL?
Yes.
It's TBD. Sorry. To be determined.
Okay. So just keep showing up.
Probably Ramona and the Holy Smokes, one word, if it's not taken, .com. Who knows?
I just locked it in, so you have to buy it from me.
No! Damn.
So, but the best thing to do is just keep showing up wherever Ramona is playing, and that includes this Friday at the Southern. And I think that show starts about 8 o'clock, and y'all are probably going to...
Yep, doors are at 7:30. Music starts at 8. Yep. 3
great acts, and Ramona's there right there in the middle, so you don't want to miss any of them. Get there on time and just stick around for the whole show. It's going to be a great night. Meantime, I'm going to get out of the way. Let's hear some more from Ramona and Brooks. What are you going to play for us?
This is Another Laugh. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I messed it up. Why don't you count it off, Brooks? We have no count off. We got to practice before Friday. Another broken-hearted song. Another love that wasn't right. Another man who treats me wrong. Another day, another night. Well, it happens all the time. And God knows that I'm trying. Another chance to say goodbye. Another laugh to keep from crying. Another path that wasn't mine. Another choice to stop pretending. Another reason to decline. Another not so happy ending. Well, it happens all the time, and God knows that I'm trying. Another chance to start again. Another laugh to keep from crying. Well, it happens all the time, and God knows that I'm trying. Another chance to get what's mine. Another laugh to keep from crying.
Live here at the stage. Another laugh with Ramona Martinez playing that guitar and singing lead and doing, of course, an original with Brooks Hefner on the pedal steel. You can catch these two at the Southern this Friday night. Doors open 7:30. Show starts at 8. Also performing, you've got Sophie Galt and all the way from Oregon. Sounds of Margot Silker. All the details on that at thesouthernseville.com, and of course we've got a link up at WTJU.net as well. Well, Brooks, let me ask you, when did you first pick up the pedal steel?
Well, Peter, I picked it up about 4 years ago, which in pedal steel years isn't very long at all, to be honest. It's so I feel like I'm still sort of a novice a little bit. I always want to be a little bit better than I am, but it's a sound that I was drawn to. I don't know, kind of. I really started out playing bass a lot, and so I was kind of drawn to the sound of the steel. It's so different, and really wanted to kind of expand my own musicianship a little bit. So I started working at it about 4 years ago.
And Ramona, we've chatted about a month or so back. Songwriting's something you've always enjoyed, but in the last year you've really just kicked it into high gear.
Yeah, I think I wrote 4 songs last month. It's and I think the last one I wrote was 25, 26 since July of 2021. So they're just, I can't stop them. And it's a little bit, it's a blessing. I can't complain, even if it sometimes makes me have to drop everything I'm doing to get it down. But I'm a channel for the Honky Tonk Angels, basically. So I'm on their clock.
As it should be. Well, let's talk about writing all these songs, recording any?
Yes, we're definitely going to record an EP, probably 4 songs or so over the wintertime, and then a full album at some point. But I think once we have an EP, we've mostly just been gigging in Charlottesville, but we'll start hitting the burgs, Harrisonburg, Fredericksburg, Lynchburg, and Richmond, maybe.
Richmond
Yeah, definitely. So more touring once we have an album in the spring and everyone starts coming out of their caves.
We've touched briefly on the Holy Smokes as a band. Let's talk about some of the members that are playing with you these days.
Well, that's an interesting question. We have a rotating cast of drummers, much like Spinal Tap. Luckily, none of them have spontaneously combusted yet. We hope to keep it that way. But at least for the Dirty Nellers gig, we have Porter Browley on drums, who plays with John Shaughnessy in The Accommodation, another great local country band.
Which I believe that Brooks is also a part of that.
That's correct.
That is true.
Kyle Lawton-Kilduff on bass in my band and also in John's band on Telly. So he'll be with us. And then Blake Baines will be making a cameo appearance on electric guitar. So it'll be all 5 of us together.
And that's coming up on the 24th of September.
Yep.
But you don't have to wait that long to catch Ramona and Brooks together, because this Friday they'll be at the Southern for a great show. TheSouthernSeaville.com. How about another one?
Let's do it. Many of my songs are breakup songs. This one is no exception. It is called Trouble. This is the one that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There's always a reason you treat me unkind. You got lots of trouble, a lot on your mind. Well, I got a question, and please think it through. You think that this trouble is coming from you. Trouble, trouble, you are trouble. I could never love a man like you. Turn around and blame me for your trouble. Think I'll leave that trouble thing to you. If I wanna leave you, you don't get a say. Well, say what you want to. I'm walking away. I'm through with this trouble of being with you, and you'll find another to make you feel blue. Trouble, trouble, you are trouble. I could never love a man like you. Turn around and blame me for your trouble. Think I'll leave that trouble thing to you. Trouble, trouble, you are trouble. I could never love a man like you. Turn around and blame me for your trouble. Think I'll leave that trouble thing to you.
Live here at the stage, Trouble with Ramona Martinez and Brooks Hefner. You can catch these two at the Southern this Friday evening. Doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8. 3 great acts performing that night. Kicking things off will be Sophie Galt, and then later on in the evening will be Margot Silker. I don't know a lot about Margot. I think it might be her first time to Charlottesville, but comes from the West Coast, and it should be a great night of music. So check
Her
that
album
out.
is absolutely incredible. We're just floored to be able to play with. Yeah.
It's terrific. Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce the album title though. Do you? Porphyryl?
No.
No. It's just take our word for it. Cilker is how you spell her last name, and it's excellent. The first time I heard one of her songs, It was the finale of the album, and I was out on my porch. It was late. I just wept. It was so good. So I'm very excited to shake her hand and be like, "You're incredible. I'm so happy to open for you." So.
And you did not even have the crying machine there. So
I didn't. Yeah.
look at that.
Just cry all by myself.
Well, let's talk about, I know we just said in the last break that you don't have any recordings out there, but you do have some fun merch.
We do have great merch. We have, well, our name is Ramona and the Holy Smokes. There's lots of puns for that kind of thing. Currently, our main shirt is the name of the band, of course, and then like an old-fashioned cigarette packet with Holy Smokes on it and little crucifixes on some of the cigarettes popping out of the packet. And that's just a nod to my Catholic proclivities and love of Catholic iconography and stuff. So you'll definitely be seeing more of that on merch in the future.
And smoking.
And smoking.
And for those just,
Sorry.
for those just wondering what the name of that title is, no one knows how it's pronounced, but I'll spell it for you in
Please
case
do.
you want to look it up. Pohoryle. Bahoryle?
Maybe.
Well, best thing to do is, Ramona says, go
I'll ask
online
her.
and
I'll
type it.
ask
Yeah,
her.
find out, and I'll have to get you back
I'll
here
ask
for
her
an
when I
offbeat
see her
one
on
day.
Friday.
But the merch is what you want to check out from Ramona right now, and all sorts of fun things. Always coming up with new ideas. So show up
Definitely.
at every show, and it might be different. So,
Who
That's
knows?
true. That's true.
well, Brooks, we talked about your other group that you do play with. Let's tell us about that group.
Sure, yeah. I'm also playing with John Shaughnessy in the Accommodation. We share a lot of members with Ramona and the Holy Smokes. Sometimes as many as 60% of the band is the same. But yeah, it's a terrific group, a terrific bunch of musicians. John Shaughnessy is the lead singer-songwriter for that group. Has a little bit more of a, let's say, 70s outlaw country feel. But it's we've actually played back in July a double bill between Ramona and the Holy Smokes and John Shaughnessy in the Accommodation, and it was pretty terrific because
You got paid twice.
well, yeah, that was one part of it, but also you didn't have to unload a bunch of gear and load a bunch of gear back on the stage. You just left it up there. But it was a great crowd, and Ramona was terrific
Thanks.
in that show, and we just had we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of energy. It was very hot.
Oh my God, we lost so much water.
Summer-
I only
summer
had like
shows.
2 beers and I was
Yeah.
sick as a dog the